I'm Weyepe Mekrisuh, a native of Jessami village, and I'm one of the architect of the establishment of Jessami Community Hume Peasants Reserve. Today we are here in the sideline of the inaugural program for the Hume Peasants Community Reserve of Jessami village, and I will hand over this mic to my colleagues for introduction. Yes.
Hello, my name is Umesh Srinivasan. I am an assistant professor at the Center for Ecological Sciences at the Indian Institute of Science, and I have been studying birds in Arunachal Pradesh for the last 20 years, trying to understand how climate change and deforestation affect birds.
Hi, I'm Siddhartha Goswami. I'm a wildlife and nature filmmaker. I'm into wildlife and nature since last 10-15 years, and I roam around places as a part of my job, and everywhere I mean in most of the places we find bad stories, destructive stories. Very few places in very it's hardly we see any constructive things happening. This is one of the very few instance something is happening constructive, something is happening for the for the future. So I'm actually I'm happy. It's not only happiness, it's I'm lucky to be here.
So I am Dhritiman Mukherjee, a nature and conservation photographer. I am always looking for beautiful nature and beautiful people. That's it.
I want to throw these questions to our Sir Umesh, Assistant Professor of Indian Institute of Science. How important it is for the indigenous knowledge that need to be integrated into the modern science to tackle this climate change?
Well, actually speaking, over the years it's becoming clearer and clearer that modern science understands the problems. It understands what needs to be done to overcome those problems, but the political will is not there. And the management systems that we have created in terms of governments and in terms of international structures like the United Nations, those bodies as governmental states and intergovernmental panels are not capable of dealing with threats like the climate crisis. And it's becoming more and more clear that the lands that are still have natural habitat, still have forest, are all lands that are under indigenous management. They're all lands that are owned by indigenous communities and managed by indigenous communities. And so understanding exactly how indigenous communities relate to their wildlife, relate to their habitats, and appreciating the fact that their management systems are far more sustainable than anything that modern, what we call modern, economics like capitalism or science has been able to perform or do. Its indigenous stewardship of lands and water and the seas is far more effective at sustainable conservation than anything we have ever seen so far.
And thank you so much, sir, for your profound message that you have put across. And my next question I would like to put across is to our Dhritiman Mukherjee. You have said in your earlier speech that there will be economic implications after the establishment of this Hume Peasants Community Reserve. So, in what possible ways you, as an individual or in your individual capacity, you will promote this this project in the days to come?
See, my primary work is to connect more and more people. That is my primary work. And why I why I do nature photography, just to connect people with the nature. So in this process, all these things happens. Like wherever I go, I see different situations, different stories, and I bring back. So here we are working on a place where a fantastic and very rare bird, found, and you can't see everywhere. So people are waiting to see the bird. A lot of people are there who want to see the bird. So what I can do, like we are making a film on this. We are doing for stories, and personally I can, like when we bring back this film and the stories, definitely people will get to know about this place and the people and the bird. Also when I will post in different places, magazines or social media, and I will definitely invite people to come here just to inspire these people, this this great effort. So I'm sure people will come to see this, and that is something which will make this initiative very successful.
My next question will be to our Sir Goswami. You've been a first-time visitor to Jessami. So what is your comment on Jessami village?
Well, I had this is not only in Jessami. This is my first visit in Manipur. So it's wonderful actually. I mean, the only word is wonderful. I never expected one village can be so accommodative, so people are so peaceful. Everything is so, it's a kind of happiness is resonating everywhere. Yesterday we been in the annual program Takane, so people are so, I mean, it's happy go, and since yesterday I'm feeling myself as part of this whole thing, and today I have to leave. I don't know. I'm not happy for that. Yeah, I saw the bird also, and this is the first time I saw the bird. Yeah, and it was a wonderful experience. Yeah.
So the bird, how was the feeling?
Yeah, it's just I saw. Yeah, goosebumps actually, and I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to see the bird. They don't know where to find it, and after everybody promotes, after we talk to people about this village, a lot of people will come, a lot of people will join, and I'm hopeful this will be a big thing actually one day.
My next question will be again to Sir Umesh. How important is the preservation of this bird in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem?
So different species have different roles in ecosystems, and the protection of this bird species, actually for a lot of species we still don't understand what their perfect roles are in these ecosystems. So to begin with, to be able to understand what the role this species plays in its ecosystem and how important that role is, the first step would be to preserve it, to conserve it. If we can conserve it, we can study it. And the conservation of this species is very important for at least two reasons. One is that it is classified as vulnerable to extinction by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. So the IUCN is something that is a body that classifies species based on the risk of extinction, and this species is vulnerable to extinction. It's not got a very large range, geographical range, and even if it in its range, it's not found everywhere. It's found very patchily in certain locations. So on the map it looks as if Hume's pheasant is found in a reasonably large area, but that's not the case. It's found in very, very isolated pockets.
Exactly.
So it's a species that is extremely rare. It's vulnerable to extinction. That in itself means that the species species deserves some kind of conservation initiative to keep it from going extinct. But the other thing about this species is that it's a spectacular species. I mean, there's no species like it at all. You know, I saw that bird a couple of nights ago, and I was completely blown away. This is the colors on this bird, the bearing of the bird is something that I've never seen a bird like this. And a lot of people have a lot of disposable income nowadays. A lot of people are getting into bird watching. A lot of people are getting into wildlife photography, and a lot of people are willing to pay a lot of money to travel to places to be able to look at these rare, beautiful birds and to take photographs of these rare, beautiful birds. And if this bird is preserved, then it can bring in income. It can bring in income through various ways, through people from the village being trained as bird guides who can go out and show the bird species, through homestays. In some community reserves, in fact, there's government funding that comes in, and actually there are people from the local villages who are forest rangers. They go and patrol the community reserve to make sure that there's no hunting, there's no forest fire, and all of that. So the bird can be sort of a flagship species that then leads to a whole lot of other economic advantages coming in just because of the fact that this bird is present.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words from the expertise point of view.
Local promote this place, not in an official way, but like, can we make small videos out of it and share it?
Yeah, of course. See, any effort, it cannot be led by one. It has to be done by everyone. So every contribution is important. Like if you spread some videos, even 10 people are seeing it, is good. It's not like you need to have millions of reach for this. Just spread it, and the strongest campaign is word of mouth, which comes from word of mouth, because that gives lot of confidence. It's like I'm saying something or somebody is sharing something about you. So then it is more trusted, and it spreads very fast. And we have seen in in past, like in Bukun, his place, so many people come there actually. I mean, it's like it's always full of foreigners and other people. So I'm sure if we spread this slowly, it may take some time, maybe today or tomorrow, but it will happen. Just we have to be disciplined on this. This is very important. So what I said in my speech, that beginning is, this is the easy part. We have inaugurated, but maintaining it, continuing it is the most difficult process, and we have to be disciplined and organized and patient. We cannot be like, kuch nahi ho raha hai, nothing is happening now. So we cannot be like that. It will happen. Is the only proper, what I can say. We have to sustain, and we have to be disciplined, and we have to be organized. That's it. So that will
be patient, right?
Yeah.
For the good things to come.
Yeah, of course. It never happens next day. But this thing now, what was amazing for this place, it happened very quickly. It's very soon, and it would happen in 5th June. So that was the plan. I came in May, so that time I stuck in Imphal. I couldn't reach here, but otherwise the program was supposed to happen on 5th June. But still it is very early. We planned in March and happening in January.
What can you say about the local community? What is your impression about them?
See, locals are, is their place. The best part is they know the forest, they know the behavior of the bird, because I walked with them. I walked in the night. They're so nice to find. They know everything, and what they eat, how they eat, what the bird do, where they roost. So last time you saw, when we found the bird, you just imagine the bird which was inside that grass hole kind of a thing. How that guy found it? He did it because of his knowledge, because he knows the forest. Otherwise, it's impossible. It's not like by luck. It is from experience. because they depend on the forest. This is very important. So what I'm saying now, so if we have a need, then only our interest is strong. But who only live in the forest, who depends on the forest, they understand most.
You want to add?
Yeah.
Share, please.
I just want to say that very often when people talk about conservation, they talk about stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in conservation? And people will say the forest department is a stakeholder, the local community is a stakeholder, scientist is a stakeholder, this person is a stakeholder, that person is a stakeholder. People who live in the forest,
Are the actual stakeholders.
this is their land. And there is no bigger gift that they can give than to say that we will use our land to protect biodiversity. So all this stakeholder thing is meaningless unless people who live in the forest, live around the forest and own the land are actually willing and able to say that we will give this as a gift to future generations, as a present to the world. So